if I were just to compare myself back then, I knew nothing about trading. It's very daunting compared to where I am now and the way I feel about me as a trader. I saw it as I wouldn't have come across trading if it wasn't going to be something I would be successful in.
Yeah. In regards to how you've, understood it and learnt it from all the failures that you had at the beginning, what would you say really helped you, aside from religion and belief, actually understanding what you're doing right to wrong?
My mum didn't understand the prop firms, but she was always supportive about it. She always gave me that encouragement. That was
good.
Even when I was staying up late, even just stuck in my room trading, I'm going to through it, make sure I'm well nourished.
Yeah.
That's my brain for it.
Mustafa, thanks for coming down to see us.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. How are you?
Not too bad.
Good.
Too bad.
Now I know we were speaking briefly before this, and you mentioned to us that you've actually been one of our traders from the very, very early days of Ascendex.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about that.
So obviously coming new into the markets.
Yeah.
Looking into prop firms, Ascendex was one of them. Traded with them. Obviously this was in the unprofitable days.
Yeah. The early days.
And I don't want to think about it. Then took a bit of a break, learned, got myself together, and came back with Quant as Tekel now, and obviously just do my thing basically.
So tell us about the journey from that point. Trading with us from Ascendex to QT. I mean, how have you found that? You've one of our early traders from the start.
It's been amazing. I personally haven't any complaints. I've loved everything. In terms of nitty-gritty, the spreads, receiving details from actually buying the account. And this isn't my first payout as well. So even the first payout I had was quick and prompt. And even just the whole vibe I've had from interacting with Alex on Discord and even just other traders in the kind of whole Quant Circle community, it's been amazing. So I can't pick any faults. I'm being genuinely honest. I'm not even.
We haven't paid you to say that.
But it's just been smooth. I mean, from the beginning when I was trading with Ascendex, my trades were horrendous. I think I was just a horrendous trader in general. But once you learn and kind of piece everything together and everything clicks, you have you have Quant Circle to go for basically.
Yeah.
And I'm very glad I went with you guys.
Amazing. So there's so many things you've mentioned which I want to sort of go back and ask you questions around and dive deeper into that. But one of the things there, you've just said obviously this isn't your first payout, you've had multiple payouts. So to everyone obviously watching this and wanting to obviously understand more, how many payouts now have you received in total from prop firms, or even with trading with QT?
With QT, this will be my second one. With prop firms in general, honestly, I don't even tally them. I just rinse and repeat basically. But with the Quant Circle, this will be my second.
So it's safe to say you're now a profitable, successful trader.
Yes, fine.
Amazing. And that's taken you just over 2.5 years?
Yeah, 2.5 years. Well, it'd be 2.5 years.
So tell us about that journey then. How does that feel to as you said, starting at the beginning with us and not really knowing what you were doing, wondering if this is for you, to now taking multiple payouts, not just from us but from many prop firms?
First things first is it's an unmatched feeling, in all honesty. Because of all the hard work that I put in, all the losses, the blown accounts. I think I had blown over 40, 50 accounts or something.
Yeah.
It was insane. And seeing your net, like how much you've lost, and then now finally getting these big payouts and having a system that inside out that aligns with you, it's amazing. Like if I were just to compare myself back then, I knew nothing about trading. It's very daunting. Coming into this space, and compared to where I am now and the way I feel about me as a trader, me as a person, and just you learn a lot about who you are as a person. Like genuinely, I think from when I was learning, it was, I think I got to one of my lowest points, you could say. And then now it's just, thank God, all praise.
Well, you're here now, and it's it's really, really good to see that. So tell us, and to everyone obviously watching this and listening, what do you think helped you get from obviously the bottom to where you are now? Because I know that we spoke previously, and you said that you think it's actually taken you quite some time. But to be honest with you, to where you are now, during a 2-year period, I don't think it's that long, right? But what do you think really helped you and guided you to where you are now?
Number one, always, it was my faith, my religion. I will always say that. And then I saw it as I wouldn't have come across trading if it wasn't going to be something I would be successful in.
Yeah.
So that was my kind of motivation in a sense. And then when I'd see like a lot of my friends, I had 2 friends that were profitable at this time. They kind of directed me where to go almost. And seeing them trading and making this money, the money is a motivator, so of course. But what kept me going was my belief in myself, because before this I compete in martial arts. I used to, and developing that resilience and that discipline, I just applied it to this, and it's got me to where I am now. So it's a combination of 3 different things, man.
So consistency and discipline.
Yeah, 100%.
And what would you say, even with like the education or the paths that you've taken? I know that you mentioned to me sort of you were looking at ICT and a number of other factors, but what would you in regards to how you've understood it and learnt it from all the failures that you had at the beginning, what would you say really helped you, aside from religion and belief, actually understanding what you're doing, like right to wrong?
Back testing, number one. So what I did was I'd learned pretty much all the concepts that were available to me. Fair value gaps, order blocks, premium discount, all this. And it's just trial and error. And that's what took up most of the time. So I'd put pieces together. It's like a puzzle. Having a strategy. Put everything together. Refine, like if it was losing over a set amount of time, because I was using TradeZilla back then. So I was back testing for a very long time, over years and years. If it deemed to be profitable, then that's what I would use. If it wasn't, just swap parts out pretty much. And it was the main idea of back testing that made me realize what works and what doesn't work for me personally. That's about it. That's how I kind of knew if I was going in the right direction or wrong. But I didn't know that for, I think, a good 6 months. I just thought if I pick something, it's gonna work. And I only, like, when you watch enough videos, you realize, okay, something's not working, let's go to the drawing board. And then that's when I started back testing.
So what would you say the breaking point was? About sort of 6 months in?
6 months is when I realized the only way I'm going to become profitable is by doing this. If I don't do it, I'm just going to be stuck in the same rut. And
so tell us, at the moment that you could see it working, how did that feel? And obviously what had happened? Do you remember exactly what the point was?
I was using a demo account. I think it was like $1 million or something.
Right.
At this point, I didn't know any risk management, but I saw my win rate was decently high. It was a lot better than what it was before. And then I knew if I can just copy and paste this onto prop firms, live funds, then there's no difference. But then psychology, obviously, settlement else.
Amazing. And tell us about your experience. I know you mentioned obviously you've been trading with QT, and so far you've had a good experience. But obviously we have had a lot of changes. And how did that impact you going from Ascendex to QT, and the journey with us so far to now?
With Ascendex days, I think I was trading with you guys for a couple of months. It wasn't very long,
right?
Just because I kept blowing accounts. When I came back to Quant, it's been relatively smooth. I haven't had like if I've had any questions,
Yeah.
I've just simply gone to support. Or even asking in Discord other traders. I've had my questions answered there and then almost. So in terms of, I wasn't there for the transition period, but now when you guys are like implementing rules, like the whole, just rules in general, it's been smooth. The emails they tell me exactly what I need to know.
Yeah.
As long as I read it and pay attention to it, then everything else has been fine, to be honest. It's been very smooth.
So far, so good for you then?
Yeah.
Okay, amazing. And so regarding, I know, like you said, this is your second payout now with us. You've had multiple payouts from other firms. What are you funded with in total? What's your total funded capital at the moment, though, between all firms?
Quant, Tekel, it's 100K. How much have I got altogether? I need to actually figure this out. Honestly,
I thought you'd know that.
I don't know. I just kind of rotate the accounts.
Yeah.
If I blow it, I'll just go again.
So part of your strategy is not, having a large pool, being, max funded, and
that is a goal of mine, of course, but that's not an immediate goal. I just want to, if I can lock in a couple percent and rotate, I think altogether it's about 300K, 400K,
nice.
400K tops.
Yeah,
I would say. That's across loads of different firms, but I think that's a ballpark. I don't know.
No worries. Amazing. And what's your? I know we were chatting before, and I know you brought your mum with you as well. And we're having a good chat. And what's your take on the prop space as a whole? Like, obviously you've been with it, and from us, and you've seen quite a lot over the last 2 years.
I think it's at its best stage right now, because I only trade currencies.
Yeah.
The CFD prop firms, I think, compared to when I first looked at them, they're a lot better. As in, just the whole, what do you call it? The structure of them when it comes to implementing new things, it's a lot smoother. Obviously, when I first looked at it, I thought this cannot be true.
Yeah.
You cannot get these returns on a couple $100 and get such big payouts. As of right now, I think it's the best time for someone to get into prop firms, 1,000,000 trillion%, because not everyone has $100,000 sitting there.
Exactly.
Not even 1,000 or 10.
True.
All you have to do is put a couple $100 into an account, trade it properly, and you can make tenfold that back.
Yeah.
Even more. So it's the best time. If anyone asks me, now's the time to do it.
Yeah. No, amazing. That's really good feedback. And what would you say your goal is now? Now you're a profitable trader, taking multiple payouts out of firms. What's your goal within your trading journey?
I don't think I've reached it. I don't think you ever can reach it in trading. There's always room to refine and improve. So that's number one, to refine. Because even now my psychology slips up a little bit.
Yeah.
Happens to everyone. But just to refine me as a trader. Then I know I have something that works. The only problem I face now is just that amount of capital.
Yeah.
I've just got to get as much as I can. So refine and get max allocation.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Amazing. So let's get you to the fun part. Let's get you paid. Okay. It's a bit that you've been waiting for. So we are due to pay you today over $5,000. So $5,965.60.
Yes.
Does that sound about right?
Yep.
Yeah, amazing. Okay, let's get you paid. So if you keep an eye out on your account, you should get notified any minute. So just to confirm, that payout is on a 100K, it's on 100K, one of our 100K prime accounts.
Yep.
Is that right?
Yep, correct.
Perfect. And regarding earlier on, you touched on the spreads. How have you found? Are you on the raw spreads with us?
Yeah, raw spreads. I only go for raw spreads.
And I take you're liking them.
This is genuinely I haven't got anything to complain with the raw spreads.
How do they compare to other spreads from other firms that you're trading with at the moment?
I specifically remember this trade. I think it was my last trade that got me to this payout. I got stopped out. Was a trade before that thing.
Yeah.
I got stopped out, but because I was on the raw spread account, it was perfectly fine.
Nice.
So spreads have been unbeatable, and I've said this a million times. And they honestly have been.
Perfect. Well, that's really, really good to hear. I'm glad. It sounds like you had a positive experience so far, and we're really, really pleased. And it's really, really nice to actually sit down and talk to you. And I appreciate you guys coming up and bringing your mum as well.
It's been a pleasure.
Understanding your journey from the start. It's always really nice for us to speak to not only people who have been through such a journey over the last number of years, but especially someone that started out with us. Had a lot of positive things to say about us, even though, as we know, there's been a massive we've evolved massively since Ascendex to QT where we are now. Even as you said, come down to our offices and obviously seeing where we've come from to where we are, what we're doing. There's been a number of migrations as we've talked about and we've gone over before. But just to hear from your side, how that hasn't really affected you and a number of things that you've said and the feedback, and that you've had great response from the support. So that makes us really, really happy. And for us, it's also really, really good to see, your journey from being a not profitable trader to a highly profitable trader, taking multiple payouts from firms, including us. So this is what makes it all fun, and being able to sit down and, pay you today, which is really, really nice.
It's been amazing.
So congratulations, you deserve that. Well done. And hopefully that won't be the last. I'm sure it won't be.
Hopefully not.
Amazing. What's your plans for the rest of the day?
I'm going to take my mother out to eat, I think.
Nice. I think you
Not
deserve
really,
to treat her. Yeah. I take it your mum might have been there from the beginning of your journey, helping you.
From day dot, obviously my mum didn't understand the prop firms, but she was always supportive about it. She always gave me that encouragement of
good.
Even when I was like staying up late, even just stuck in my room trading, I want to go through it, make sure I'm well nourished.
Yeah.
So my brain's ready. But it's only because of her, really.
That's amazing. That's really, really nice.
So yeah,
I think a lot of people don't realise how much goes into this, when people's journeys from the start, what they've got to go through, the failure, the rejection, the ups and the downs, and then something clicks with a lot of traders, and mostly it's discipline.
Yeah.
And, being able to sit back or, not rushing back into another trade, revenge trading, and, losing capital.
Yes, yeah.
And just sort of sticking to your strategy, whatever that strategy is. We speak to a number of traders, everyone's got their own strategy and they work for them.
You're right on that. With no one really knows the hard work. Some of my friends, they literally say you sit at home on a desk, then you look at lines go up and down. It's far from that. No one knows if there's a reason why it takes so long, because it is very hard to do. It's very hard. But
it's not easy.
It's not.
And again, that's where, we see unfortunately some traders who, find it very, very difficult, and the ones that are consistent and, stick with it and disciplined, and it pays off. It does pay off. It does take a little bit of time, but, it's taken you, 2 years, as we said?
Yeah.
There's not many businesses that, you can start or go into and you're profitable within 2 years.
100%.
It takes a lot. I think it's dedication, focus, discipline, and, you've got to put the hard work in. It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
And clearly you have.
Yeah, it's been amazing.
So look, congratulations again.
Thank you very much.
Really, really appreciate it. And thank you for coming down and seeing us.
It's been a pleasure. It's been an honour. It's been nice speaking to you guys.
You too.
Just one more thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I would not have expected me to meet the CEOs of a company. Genuinely, I sat there when I got asked to come down.
Yeah.
My jaw dropped. I was like, this cannot be true. But it just shows that you guys are trying to help us traders genuinely, and it's very hard to find that genuineness. That
we appreciate it.
You guys are in the Discord. I don't see any other CEO in the Discord talking with his traders. So I have a lot of faith, and I look forward to the future.
Thank you very much. We really appreciate that. I mean, it is difficult. Don't get me wrong, and it's always something we wanted to do. Where myself or Alex will try and be in the Discord as much as we can, helping traders. And obviously, what I think people don't see behind the scenes is it's a 24/7 business.
Yeah.
Even though the markets aren't open on the weekend, but at the same time, our business doesn't stop, and it's global. So it's there's a lot to spinning plates and what we're doing and evolving and different parts of the business. So, but we've always wanted to make time and built this business on the relationships and making sure we keep those relationships, people like yourself, and especially people that have, like we said earlier, we value our early traders and our early clients, and we value our clients now, but being able to see the guys that are still trading with us from the beginning, it means a lot to us. It really, really does. So it's good to be able to see your journey.
It's been a pleasure trading with you guys and being here.
Good, amazing. Well, look, hopefully this leads to much bigger things.
Yep.
We've got a couple of things dropping very, very soon. I know we teased it before we jumped on this interview. There's more we haven't told you. So, I think the space is about to get really, really interesting over the next 8 weeks. So keep an eye on it, and we'll see what we can do here.
Yep.
Brilliant. Thank you so much. So just to confirm, that's been paid for you now. In pounds, that's £4,437.17.
Yes, perfect.
Paid to your wallet. All right. Congratulations, and hopefully that's landed with you, and you can take your mum shopping.
Maybe.
You're off to Harrods.
She was saying it before as well.
It'll be nice. Oh, lovely, nice. Well, I hope you have a good afternoon, and thank you for coming down. I know it's a bit of a way from where you've had to travel.
It's been worth it. Very much worth it.
Good, amazing.
Very much worth it.
Good.
Yeah, thank you for that.